Hello, fellow comic book lovers, collectors, and aficionados. Vin Crew here with a, well, it's kind of just, I mean, there was so much stuff that got brought up and announced at San Diego Comic-Con that I just could not fit all that into into part of my weekly bitch. So I decided to do a quick little separate video here of the recap of the stuff I could read up on San Diego Comic-Con and what was announced and whatnot. And please keep in mind, I mean, I can't stress this enough. By the time I announce this and by the time people read it, there are people that are so savvy out there that have snatched these up and thrown them on eBay at 2, 3, 4 times the amount of money that they are probably worth. And, you know, just be patient. More or less, look for these at your LCS if you're really interested in them. Hopefully they have flown under the radar for the most part and you can get them at a reasonable price. But, you know, once again, this is just such a volatile time in comics that if you jump on the hype train, especially on eBay, you're going to lose money big time. And you can just be patient and find these books at so much cheaper prices. And you know, I'm not a speculator. I'm not a flipper. I can't stress that enough either. So all I try to do is just have some fun with this stuff and put a face to a rumor, more or less to speak, with the books that you might be interested in looking for. So enough of my rambling. Let's get started here. Doing some of the independent stuff. Deadly Class was announced that it's going to be optioned. So this has just gone through the roof. People are just snatching this stuff up left and right. So if you can find Deadly Class #1, you might want to look for that one. Probably one of the coolest promos and advanced showing type of thing was The Walking Dead. Man, when they showed Ezekiel and the lion, holy cow, Shiva, is that the name of it? That was just unbelievable. So you might want to look for this book here, Walking Dead 108. First appearance of Ezekiel and Shiva. A couple of other ones that I don't own the books of is Plutonia, I believe it is, by Image was optioned. Black Magic by Image was optioned. And then probably one of the bigger surprises was Mouse Guard by, is it David Peterson, I believe? If you can find a Mouse Guard #1 Comics Press, well, either one, Mouse Guard #1 or Mouse Guard Comics Press, those books are just going absolutely bonkers. I think Mouse Guard #1 is well over $100 raw. The Comics Press is well past that. So those, I think the only one I've ever seen show a Comics Press is Hero Hunter, Clint. So that book, and I think those were the only ones. Now here's another thing. If I missed some, maybe you can put it in the comments and whatnot. But so moving on, we all knew this was going to happen, but Brie Larson was chosen to play Captain Marvel in the upcoming movie. So of course, Avenging Spider-Man 9 took a bump, and if you can find the second print sketch, that might be worth taking a look at. They announced Killmonger is going to be in the Black Panther movie, and there was a bunch of others announced. The young lady who plays Michonne in The Walking Dead is going to be part of the movie. I don't think any of those have affiliations in the comics. If they do, they're very, very small. Maybe it might show some interest. I'm not sure. Once again, maybe you can put that in the comments if that's the case. But for sure, Killmonger is going to be, I guess, a villain, if not the villain, for the Black Panther movie. And his first appearance is in Jungle Action #6. All right. Another thing that caused a huge commotion was when they showed, for the upcoming Thor movie, they showed a bunch of Gladiator props for Planet Hulk. So Planet Hulk 92 has just shown a huge increase in popularity on eBay. So that the first appearance of Planet Hulk is in Hulk Volume 2, number 92. And if you can find the second print variant, that's even as much, if not more, sought after. So, all right. Also for the Thor movie, it was announced that, I'm going to butcher this name, it was Fairness the Wolf is going to be part of the movie Ragnarok. And his first appearance along with Absorbing Man is in Journey into Mystery 114. All right. Another interesting rumor, this is just a rumor, is that the Eternals may play a part with the Thor movie. So that would be really cool. I've been itching for the Eternals to show up. And if not, the Celestials has already been talked about. They showed up in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. If you want the first appearance of the Celestials, that is in the Eternals number 2. First Eternals number 1. All right. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, this is interesting, to say the least. Caused some big, long talks in the Google Plus communities that I frequent. Is that Ego is the father, and please, if these are spoilers, I should premise that too, that you might want to turn away on some of this stuff, but I don't want to spoil some stuff, so if you want, just kind of turn away on some of this stuff. But the Kurt Russell character in the Guardian of the Galaxy movie is now going to be Papa to Star-Lord. So a planet is going to have is going to be a Papa. So the first appearance of Ego, which I've already talked about, is in Thor 132. His first full appearance is in 133. Apparently, this book is showing an uptick now, or some interest. Is that this is more of an Earth form, I guess, of Ego. So who knows? But this is Thor 202. Okay. They announced the bad guys for the Amazing Spider. Did they announce them, or did they spec on them? I know for sure one was announced, and that's the Vulture. And then the other two, I'm not sure if they're for sure announced, but there are strong indications that they're going to go that way. Vulture number 2, Vulture's first appearance is an Amazing Spider-Man number 2. I don't own that book. The Tinkerer, which is one of the other bad guys that they think may show up, is also in that book, Amazing Spider-Man number 2. So that's a 2 for there. And then along with this gentleman right here is going to apparently, rumored for sure, I'm not sure, is the Shocker, Amazing Spider-Man number 46. So, all right, and then a couple more on the Marvel end. They went ahead. I showed this on my last bitch, my back issue comic haul, but it is a done deal. The all new Ghost Rider version is showing up in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's been cast. They showed the car at San Diego Comic-Con. So if you can get the 1 in 50 variant for that book, it might be worth looking at. I'm not sure. I don't think these books have shown much of an uptick. I could be wrong on that. Another interesting thing that was announced is that they're going to do a series, I guess, they're calling it Back in Black, with Deadpool is Venom possessing Deadpool. I don't know if it's an ongoing thing or a mini-series or what the case is. So this book here is definitely one that you should have on your radar if it isn't. Another book which I couldn't find, I know I own it, is Cable Deadpool, that series. It went 50 issues. The last issue, issue 50, apparently predates this by about a year, I was reading, and that actually shows Venom possessing Deadpool. So as soon as I can find that book, I will show it and hopefully be able to show you guys where that happens. All right, so okay, let's get this out of the way here. Whoops. Moving along. Moving on to some DC stuff. Okay, rumor on this one is that they think that one of the protagonists for the Suicide Squad is going to be Goliath, which is apparently his first appearances in this book here, Red Robin 6. This is a way out in left field one. I'm not sure. Could be. If it is, you might want to put Red Robin number 6 on your list. I've also read, another spoiler alert, that the Enchantress might be the antagonist. I'm not sure. There's a bunch of rumors, I mean, about that. So who knows? All right, so the Legends of Tomorrow. Lots of news on that one. All right, so we know for sure that Commander Steel is part of the Justice Society, all right? I showed this a few videos back, that this is Commander Steel's first appearance, is in Justice Society of America 7, beautiful Alex Ross cover. The Commander Steel, or the Steel, the Indestructible Man in the 70s, is his grandfather. All right, but what I find interesting is that if you look right there, that sure looks like Commander Steel to me right there, and that is in Justice Society #1. So, I don't know. You might want to pick up both of them if you're interested in either of them. Couple, a few more that were announced that are on the good side. Stargirl. Her first appearance right here in Stars and Stripes 0. This book should be on your radar regardless, but if not, here's another reason to have it on it. Obsidian, All-Star Squadron number 25. This book has been talked about a few times, but Obsidian, I believe this is Obsidian right here, is part of the new Justice Society, as well as Dr. Midnighter. It's spelled McNider, M-C-N-I-D-E-R, if they're going with the original version. Now, there's a couple of other versions that have surfaced more so. They haven't announced which version, but if you want the very first one, his first appearance was way back in the Golden Age, but his first Silver Age appearance is in this book right here, Flash 129. I believe that's just a flashback. If you want his first full appearance, there it is right there. I believe that's him right there. So that is Justice League of America 29. All right, and then they're going to go up against the Legion of Doom, which sounds pretty cool, pretty ominous. And there's going to be 4 villains for that. And the first one is going to be Damien Dark, who, as we all know, makes his first appearance in this book right here, Titans #1. There is 2 covers to that, if you're interested, but all right. And one thing to keep in mind is that all these books should have double covers on them. I've talked about that before, so all right. And then Malcolm Merlin, which makes his first appearance in Justice League of America 100 in the Silver Age. No, he's back in the Golden Age too. Reverse Flash, who makes his first appearance in Flash 139. And lastly, Captain Cold, who also, I don't have his first appearance. His first appearance is in like Showcase 8. And then it's Flash 114. And then it's this book right here. So that's his 3rd or 4th appearance. So, all right. And then, what else? Okay, moving along. That's it for Legends of Tomorrow. All right. They are this is just a rumor, but that Mon-El may show up in Supergirl, which I think would be very, very cool. Mon-El makes his first appearance here in Superboy 89. All right. Okay, so this next one here is, I'm trying to remember, yeah, a couple of Green Arrow antagonists, or people showing up. The first one is, I believe this is just a rumor, but Prometheus is going to apparently show up in Green Arrow. His first appearance is in this is New Year's Eve special, Prometheus, from the pages of JLA. And then this is very cool. I am very excited for this announcement. They showed him. He's the person at the very end of the clip that they show in the brown outfit, and that is Ragman. So if you want Ragman's first appearance, it shows up in Ragman #1. All right. We've known about this for a long time, that for the Flash is that Dr. Alchemy, and that's the person that they cast, that young person from Harry Potter is going to play this role. And I believe that there's like, I've done this before. There's there's 3 versions of Dr. Alchemy. I believe the one they're going with is Elvin Desmond, which is in this book right here, Flash number 287. So if you want Dr. Alchemy's first appearance. This next one is a rumor, strictly a rumor. is that Emperor Aquaman might show up in Flash series. So if you're interested in that, I believe his first appearance is this book right here, Emperor Aquaman. But you should pick up that whole Flashpoint series. It is such a great book. And then the last two pieces of information, they announced that Justice League Dark is going to, we all hoped it was going to be a live action movie, but it's going to be a animated version. We'll see. And then they announced two other animated book movies that they're going to do. The first one is a Batman and Harley animated book or movie. I'm not sure what that's based on, if it's based on any comic book storyline, but this is just one cover I found of Batman and Harley. And then probably one of the more cooler ones. I mean, I'd hoped it would have been live action, but I can live with this. They're going to do the Judas Contract in animated form. So if you want the Judas Contract, shows the first Nightwing and all of that. So Jericho, origin of Deathstroke. So very, very, very cool stuff. So like I said, there was some, you know, they obviously showed the clips from the Justice League of America movie, and they're going in the Wonder Woman movie. I mean, all those just looked really awesome. Very excited to see that. Excited to see the Suicide Squad when that comes out. So this was just some of the stuff that I gleaned. And once again, I'm going to stress it enough. Don't jump on eBay. Don't jump on the hype wagon with this stuff. This is just stuff you can maybe put in the back of your mind. Put it on a wish list when you're looking at the cons, when you're looking at your LCS. And maybe if it slips through the crack on eBay, I highly doubt it. Or wait until it cools down. It will cool down. The prices will cool down on a lot of these. So, but yeah. So this is Vin Cruz saying thank you so much for watching. And once again, if I missed anything, put it in the comments.